And it's currently covered in something from Lord only knows what. Here we go. But look at that. So, we started talking about music and then we all got distracted. If anyone else would like to share just what they've been listening to lately. Like, what's the jam? What's the jam in your house? What's not the jam in your house? Okay, that one, because we like already handed the lines, I think that one's going to be fine. But like with these, I think if we can just carry through some of these existing lines. See? Because we already know which way they want to go, which way the plan is. There we go. Okay. Just having the base line pattern provided by the texture block is very helpful. There we go. Okay, so we're going to leave that one for now. Let's see, look at this poor friend. It's like barely textured. Oh my goodness. Well, we're getting alarmingly close to being done with these. What do we think for our third fruit/vegetable? Other than broccoli, because we need to look up that tutorial that Ashley linked to us. But broccoli might be nice, because, I don't know, we've got orange and green and yellow strongly represented already. Do we want to maybe try and think of a different colored? Gore mentioned eggplants. I mean, I'd have to go purchase more clay for that. But what do we think about an eggplant gnome? I think if we did, a lovely dark purple and then gave it like it's got a little distinctive stem Julie on the top, I think that could be really cute. Oh, much more pineapple-y. Okay, stay there. Oh, pineapple gnomes. So our child, Jaredwood, and I, the child has been into death grips because, one, he likes it, and two, that's what Daddy is into. Death grips is like a... Okay, Dirty Blood, what kind of music is Death grips? Like experimental hip hop? Not hip hop, like rap? I do not even know, but that's what the child has been into lately. And one of the songs, like, there's a thing where he goes, industrial/experimental hip hop. There we go. But there's a thing where the guy's like, and it's like the thing. And the other day the kid was like, because I did that and he was practicing doing it, and he was like, get. And I was like, no, 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 like, open your mouth like this, like, and he was like, and then he did it, and he was so pleased. And I was like, that's right. I, that's, that's, one of the things I do with my kid is show him the best techniques for imitating industrial experimental hip hop. But no. It's very interesting. But also there's lots of yelling and really, it sounds silly, but like really loud noises. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like the noise that goes diddle 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 diddle. It's not, it's like an electronic, yeah, industrial experimental something. But no, that's what the kid has been into lately. And so I've been hearing lots of death grips around the house. And also death grips references. You're like, oh yeah, that's like their experimental album, this and that. I'm like, that's wonderful. Oh, look at our little boopins. Okay, they're almost ready. I think we're going to take our second break of the night. I would encourage everyone to obtener un snack. Check your beeping messages, see what's going on with the other beating hearts in your household and family. Check on all of the things, all of the items. Oh, and there was something else. Yeah, oh, that's right. So today is, Aries says, need snack for sure, right? Sam's good night, beautiful peoples. Good night. When is your job fair, sweet darling? Because we will be thinking good thoughts of you at job fair time. But yes, everyone get a snack. Actively think good thoughts. At 10. Whoop, whoop. Good night, Sam. So we will be thinking loving thoughts of Sam's job fair tomorrow. We wish her amazing and restful rest. We love her dearly. So, yay. Send her your good wishes, good thoughts, and we will be right back. Oh, how time changes us. Sorry, Blood says, OMG, DMX repping Applebee's. Frankly, I would say the bigger surprise here is that, ooh, sorry, that DMX is still relevant and like a draw. Do you know what I mean? But dude, my generation is so heavy into nostalgia. It, like, I swear to God, like, if they got a scratchy set of sheets in the year 1993, somebody's got to post about it. And it's like, oh my God. But yeah. DMX is the, like, the Rough Riders roll, stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. That guy. Lib says, Peacock's the killer. Bimzelix? Okay, Lib, I love you and I believe you. That sounds like the most ridiculous, made up SNL thing I've ever. It sounds like they'd be like on SNL, they'd be like Saturday Night Live, they'd be like, now try new Bimzelix. Guaranteed to not make your face fall off. New York XL Pizza at Papa John's. Oh, I fucking love pizza. Weird AT&T behavior because of flip phones. Okay. Lucky Charms, Cetaphil, Healthcare.gov, Sonic Smash Burger. Smash Burgers are just the biggest thing, and it's like, why is it appealing that you smooshed it really? I don't know, but I haven't had one, so maybe I'm just missing out. You never know. Wrestling says, Myers soap. I was going to say, is that the soap you like? But no, that's not the soap you like. That's a different one. Rocco and Roxy Dog Supplements, T-Mobile. And Liv says, I forgot what that med is for. And Wrestling says, Sonic is nasty. I have photo proof. And Wrestling says, yes, it is. I love the honeysuckle. Oh, so it is the soap you like. There we go. The honeysuckle. There we go. I may not have specifically remembered, but I was at least in the neighborhood, and I think that counts for like half credit. Alright. Oh, look at our little lumpolos. I think they have smash burgers at Steak and Shake all the time. I do not have a Steak and Shake. We have a Five Guys. But no, Steak and Shake sounds fancy. We do have a restaurant here called Pete's in our town that has deep fried pickles. And I do not eat pickles in general, and I definitely do not eat them deep fried, not because I have an objection to them being deep fried, but just because I don't like pickles. And so they have deep fried pickles that show up on like those lists of like tiny places in Oregon you just gotta try. And it's like, I live here, I'm not eating any fucking deep fried pickles. And Lib says, we don't have a Five Guys anymore. I love me some pickles. Oh, that's a good reminder. Next time Sparkles comes to town, my legacy best friend who lives in Oregon also, I will take her there and she can get some deep fried pickles because she loves pickles. And my thought is, more pickles for her. Enjoy, darling. Yep, but I'll take her there and she can get some deep fried pickles. She would love that. Here says, back. Look at our little pineapple head friends. We now need to mix up. Because I love pickles, but not that much. I think M would like it. Also, apparently it's one of those things, like, you know how sometimes, like, Facebook or, like, some social media thing will just get an idea for whatever reason that you love something. Like Dirty Blood earlier clicked on a link, and now Spotify is like, Chaperone! Like, you know, apparently at some point, Facebook decided that I like pickles, or just that it had like really strong evidence that I really fucking secretly like pickles, and that they need to like advertise pickles to me constantly. I don't know if you guys remember this, but like a year ago, Facebook really thought I was into like European football. And it's like I'd be scrolling through my Facebook and there'd be something that's like a news article, and it would be like, fans are shocked that, you know, Gloop Floor exited the Fling Flangs for his flap snappas. And I'm like, what the fuck is, that's not even the third hand. And it was like football, like soccer set, like the soccer football, all the time for months. And right now it's pickles. Like, did you know that some places apparently sell Mount Dill pickle juice in a little shot, like little like energy shot type bottles? Yeah, I know that. But why? But why? I don't need pickles. But somebody in the, like, somewhere in the algorithm, they decided that I fucking love pickles. So yeah. Lib says I go through like a jar a week. And Aries says, you just eat Twitter ads. Ugh, it's a mess. But Lib, from everything I understand, pickles are really good for you. Like, they're fermented, and fermented foods are good for you. It is a vegetable, vinegar, spices. The little bit of salt in there is not really comparable to the fact that if you're eating a pickle, you're chomping down a vegetable. Like a whole vegetable. That's, yeah. Oh, and also, Lib, you could, I don't know how kitchen ambitious you are, but you can make your own and not have to do a water bath canning. I don't know if you ever canned. My only canning experience is helping my mother and my grandmother as a child. But you don't have to, like, water bath can and, like, botulism seal pickles. You can make quick pickles in your fridge. And also, like, you can take your pickle juice, what's left, and you can drop other stuff in it and let it get pickled. Like, you can, like, chop up an onion and put it in there. You can put a hard-boiled egg in your pickle juice. Aries says, I like pickled ginger. Yep. You can cut up a knob of ginger and put it in there. Lib says, my dad talks about pickled melon. Seriously, you could totally do that. This is one of those things. There are people on the interwebs who already know how to do it and who want to share their knowledge with you. Like, human beings, when given the chance to share our knowledge, like, here's how to do this, here's my secret to whatever, as long as the person is not within our physical, like, reach, they're living in a different state or a county, people are wildly, like, something about people being too close, they feel like it's competition, or, like, essentially, like, that, for lack of a better phrase, someone's biting their style, and it's their jam. But if it's somebody across the country, and you're like, I want to pickle some melon, if you put that, like I was telling Evelyn earlier, join Reddit, join forums for shit you're into. I bet if you joined the home pickling forum, and then just looked up pickled melon in the group history, oh my lordy, there's probably going to be pictures and diagrams, and if there's not, you just ask, hey, has anyone ever pickled melon? Because people love to be helpful. People, me included, love to be right. Right? You know what I mean? It's fun to have knowledge. But yeah, one of my favorite things about the interwebs, BRB, strongly support that, But yeah, one of my favorite things about the interwebs, and we've talked about this before, is just how incredibly easy, hang on, it is for people to share information. People who are not gatekeepers, people who, like all of us, who are gate flinger openers, who say, oh, you want to learn how to do this? Cool. What would you like a link to? I'm going to send you a link to this. And if you have any, I don't do that, but if you have any questions, here's my friend's info. Like, we all want that for people. And the good news is, we can now find other people like that on the interwebs. Okay, we want an orangey brown. But not orange. Just, we're not leaning towards a green brown here, really, because we want to give it a ripe and ready look. And so I'm thinking basically a combination of these three. A little bit of bright, a little bit of medium. And when we mix multiple colors before doing our color, that gives them depth. It means that it's not going to look the same in every single light. And we're doing this intentionally. We want it to have a depth of color. And this one is already right there, several colors. Like, looking at it closely, I don't know, we're not going to be able to see it really, but it is little blobs of many different colors. And see, we're going to take that, add a little bit of that, and see, this is a more kind of a brighter, but not too bright, orange. And we're going to mix that together because we want an orangey brown that we can paint very carefully on the outside of our little pineapple and give it the right color. And so now, do you remember earlier we had this, we were using it as our texture model? Now we're going to use it as our color model, because this is the color of our pineapple hats. And if we like this color, we're going to need to create a little bit more because we got several hats. But if we start from there, we know where to go. Okay. Hang on, we're going to use the back of the hand table. There we go. What do we think of that color? To me, instantly just looking at it, I feel like it needs more orange, more brightness, less lower tone brown. Lib says, needed a potty break and a pickle. I could not support that more strongly. I think this needs more orange to it. It's just, it's not even, it's got a little bit of brown, but the brown is like a strong brown. I think we should just, yeah. We want more orange, a richer, brighter orange, like this one. There we go. We're going to add some soft yellowy orange, and now we need to kind of go for quantity because we have 6 little pineapples that need this color. And we don't really worry about, like, oh no, what if I use up too much chalk pastel making this color? Because I got this set of chalk pastels like a couple years ago, And our most commonly used colors, this one has gotten broken in half from multiple trips to the floor, and that's okay. We still have plenty, so we don't worry. Like, oh, what if we use it all up? If we use it all up, we'll buy another one. And what we're doing right now is we're just using a tissue blade, a super thin blade, to add the finest little dustums that we can make. Now we're going to add a little bit of a bright, rich yellow, because that's going to help it go with the pineapple-iness that's behind it. And then we're going to find the softest, greenest brown that we can find in our selection here. Okay. That's our greenest brown, but it's a little too gray. This is going to be our next greenest brown, because this one is like a different tone. I don't know. Again, I am not perfect at color matching, but I am definitely applying my due diligence and effort to attempt to get better at it. Because how do we get better at shit except by trying? Hang on, we need something to stir with. We got a lot of colors right here, so we're starting with a larger tool. And so this is looking really orange right now. We were talking how we wanted it to be oranger, but I think that might be a little much. Hang on. What did we do with our pineapple reference pictures? Hang on. Oh no, I'm digging that. Okay. I'm sorry. And upon further comparison, I'm thinking this is kind of pretty close to what we were looking for. It might need to be toned down a little bit with brown again. But I think overall this is much closer to our lovely orange we want. Alright, and so what do we do next? We grab our trusty chunk. Oh, there we go. There's the one that already has color in it. Our trusty chunk of scrap clay. We give it that nice deep texture. And then we grab a nice clean soft brush. And we say, how pineapple-y does this look?